down the line. The batters come back for a second run. The placement as well. When you look at Smriti Mandhana and her batting today, a lot of the sixes that she's scored, which have gone towards long gone, were just wider. A lot of those balls normally she just knocked down the ground for a single. But she's cleared that front leg and allowed the bat swing to come through and taken it over the ropes.
The first real happy moment for the Irish girls. Seeing the back of Smriti Mandhana. A sharp catch, nicely taken at short fine leg, and all up Prendergast has the first wicket.
One short of her highest score, Smriti Mandhana, and a poor delivery, it has to be said, down leg side. It seems like the only way Ireland were going to get her out today was a bit of luck. And lucky Ava Canning, one of the taller players, in the right place. They just brought her in, and maybe that's why Smriti Mandhana felt like she could take her on, but didn't get the elevation. Well, they've been waiting for something to smile about for a very long time, this Ireland side, but what a privilege it's been to watch Smriti Mandhana go about this 135 from just 80 deliveries, strike rate 169. India 230.
It's India who win the T20 World Cup. What's his moment like, Rohit? Look, today it was. It's been.
Smriti Mandhana, 135 to her name. India 233, and Richa Ghosh, who's not had a lot of batting to do in this series so far, has been promoted up the order ahead of Harleen Diol. So now we know who was ready to come into bat.
We know who won the race anyway.
This is why Richa Ghosh is out there now against the run of play. A bit of luck, but a good catch there from Ava Canning. She had to move to her left and held on to it. It was traveling at pace. But what an innings from Smriti Mandhana, leading from the front. Her first century of 2025. .233 for one.
हमारा वर्ल्ड एलिमेंट से बना है, जैसे वाटर, विंड, फायर एंड एयर। तो अब इमेजिन कर कि हर एक एलिमेंट एक इंसान के अंदर है।
जो प्यार था, उसने धोखे का मतलब सिखाया। तारा, आज तुमने शिवा की मासूमियत को ही उसका गुनाह बना दिया, जिसका हिसाब ये अभिमन्यु।
Richa Ghosh, we're used to seeing her come in the middle order. That's an opportunity at 3. Laura Delaney, well, she came on to bowl in the last over. We were happy to see her. She won't be happy to see that. 4 more. Too easy that from Pratik Adaral. Just had to follow the ball around.
Well-controlled paddle from Raul. It's very good leg side. She doesn't miss out. Just has to help it along, and that's what she does.
And she'll be thinking as well of her 3-figure mark. Pratika Rawal has had good outings, 89 and 67 in the first 2 games. She'll be aware of Richa Ghosh, who's walked in at number 3 to construct an innings. But what is it on her own end? How can she manage to get to that first 100 of hers? It's a massive difference. Izzy and Shivani, you would agree. Between a 70 and 100 and an 80 and 100, it's a massive difference for a batter.
Well, there's no stats to say how many 80s you got, are there? It's all about 50s and 100s, and in T20, to be fair, 30s as well. I think what we're seeing is her deciding, look, I can go down the gears again. Going at the ball, as you said, Anjum, too hard hasn't really worked for her in the last few overs. I think she was kind of getting swept up in the Smriti Mandhana hitting phase, but now there's a new partnership to